The Hamish and Andy Show podcast. Powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.
3, 2, 1.
I'm a stay-at-home dad looking after the newborn, and to keep him sleeping, I like to sing to him about...
Radio. We'll put the radio on.
Look, I love to relax with a good book, but the problem is I never read enough about...
Radio.
Well, everyone's agreed that it's pens down at 3 o'clock. And Hamish and Andy have declared the only topic to be discussed is...
Radio.
It's Hamish and Andy's Happy Hour.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hamish and Andy with you, back for another happy hour where we do one topic completely built by you guys from going to the website and adding your correspondence. Today's topic's radio, Ham.
Well, it's odd because I suppose every radio show is about radio, but ours really about radio today.
That's true.
Really. This is a real
Well, do you think radio shows are about radio, or they... I know
what you're saying, but this is very...
Because Luke emailed in, Ham, and said, you're doing a topic of radio while hosting a radio show, Radioception, where's DiCaprio? Is the whole world going to fall in on itself?
True. We are many layers within layers here, and we could accidentally cause a ripple in the space-time continuum, but again, another first for radio. It'd be a heck of a fun thing to do.
Yeah, you might get in confidential if you pull that one off.
Well,
a chance for us to
maybe just in the corner.
Yeah, exactly.
What the? Space-time continuum rippled yesterday.
Obviously, Danny Minogue's new dress would be the full page on the left-hand side.
Yeah, Tim-O-Matic has new moustache. But then also, half the world collapsed yesterday because of those Hamish and Andy's happy hour.
Not bad.
That'd be cool. Ando, after this, though, to kick off our show on radio, on the radio, what have we got?
I'm going to speak to a fellow who always thought he'd be the next big radio thing with two of his friends. He just never got around to telling those two friends. He's going to tell them after this. Today, Ham, the topic, it's one topic per day, is radio.
So really anything could happen because just by being on the radio, we are covering off on the topic. But, Ando, it's a tale of what might have been.
Exactly. It's actually, we're going to have to ask him. Kero joins us. He did email the show. That's the way into this show. Kero, is this your first time ever on the radio?
Oh, it's a second time.
Oh, who took your virginity?
Oh, it was talk back a long time ago.
No, that's okay. We're not judging. What was the topic?
It was AM. It was AM.
It's fine. I mean, we're all friends. We're all grown ups, and we certainly expect you to have had other partners. What was the topic? Do you remember what got you so fired up?
Look, I was trying my political/sport commentary, and I failed miserably, but that's okay.
They got over it. They got over. Did they? They got one up on you.
Did they really have
Yeah, definitely. And I actually turned to FM after that. So
yeah, nice.
That can happen. That's how we get a lot of our listeners. Failed AM contributors.
Before your time too, guys. So.
Well, Thanks, Kero. Well, Kero, in your 44 years, it's lovely to make your second appearance. You did contact us at hamishandy.com/topic saying 20 years ago you had a dream of creating Australia's biggest radio program with two of your friends, Trev
yes, that's correct.
and Stacey. Talk us through, what type of show would you be doing?
Oh, well, it was funny.
Yeah, of course.
And it was because I was frustrated with the quality of the radio at the time. I'm thinking, I could be funnier than this.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And would it have had the bit where you called up the AM station, you're a bit political, a bit sporty, would it have had a bit of that from you as the...
No, not really. That was so out of character. Totally.
Yeah. Oh, right. So people would have gone, that doesn't sound like Kero. What's he getting so fired up for? So, Kero,
I put on a fake voice.
You're on air persona as more of a fun-loving guy.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, that's right. Look, you just do the normal stuff, introduce the songs, crack a few funnies, flick to the mobile patrol.
You're on to it. You're on to us. You know how easy it is.
So
I've been around a while, mate.
Yeah, so Kero, you would have been more the anchor of the show. What would Stace and Trev's roles have been in your mind?
Yeah, first of all, they don't know that I was actually developing a pitch for the local radio station to actually put them up as a show. So really, I mean, those guys are funny. They're always, every time I got together with them, we'd fill up a bowl of Chicos and wild raspberries and put down 2 litres of Coke and the inspiration would come. So as long as that was on the table, anything could happen.
Sugar is a key ingredient for a lot of radio shows.
Yeah,
well, they do know now, Kero, because Stace and Trev are on the line as well. We've managed to track them.
Guys, it's so good to have the old team back together.
Oh, guys, we're back.
So, Stace, talk me through. Do you think you would have been fine on this show, Kero, Stace and Trev?
Oh, yeah, I think so. I've heard you guys in the songs that you do, and Albine, yes. So I know what it's all about.
Stace, so you'd sort of be in charge of maybe parody songs, or you'd write some of the more political stuff or cutting sort of satire.
Yeah, Trev.
I'd gladly take the parody songs.
Great.
Yeah, no, we'd charge her to bring the serious messages, but in a comical way.
Oh, that's nice.
You guys this is better put together than our show. And then Trev, and bringing up the rear, Trev, are you sort of the chip-in guy, or are you maybe the more serious guy?
Oh, mate, I was the sort of bloke that always, Andrew would have to type fast enough to get the words down.
Yeah, right.
For what we were saying.
Yeah.
So it was sort of a bit of a Mad Hatter session, especially when the sugar kicked in. You got a bit more words came out the faster he had to type, and then we had to go and correct all the English.
So you're just the wildfire gags from the hip.
Runaway Trev, creative genius. It'd be sort of on a Thursday afternoon. We might have Trev's wacky thought of the week.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, yeah. It'd just be it'd be something out there, something for us to think about, something to take home, something to just relax with.
Trev's mind twister.
Yeah. It's like entertainment for the whole family. Actually.
Yeah, I think so, Kero. Well, guys, we stick around. We've got to go to a song, but straight after this, we want to hear more from the best radio show that never was, the Happy Hour. Today, Han, the topic for this Happy Hour is radio.
Now, we're a radio show that exists, Ando, but there are so many, you just have to wonder, funny people, partnerships, what could have been, what might have happened, and we're in the middle of talking to a group that, if they were on, they'd be our favourite radio show.
Absolutely. Kero emailed the show at hamishandy.com/topics. He said 20 years ago he had a dream of creating Australia's biggest radio program. He'd never told his two friends, Trev and Stacey. He just did that moments ago. They're still on the line with us. Kero, Stace and Trev would be the name of the show. Now, Trev, I wanted to ask you, how do you feel about your name being last in the show?
Well, that's I'll live with that. I mean, we get in, and then as I rise to the top, well, then the name changes, doesn't it?
Really? That's how it works in the real life too.
Hang on a minute, Trev. We did have a deal, remember, that it always went in alphabetical order. So, you know.
Well, I mean, here's a classic example: Hamish and Andy. What comes first in the alphabet? That's
exactly. We'll use the Peruvian alphabet.
I don't want to create any issues there, but I mean, there could be.
Look, this may be over before we start, but listen, I actually thought of the idea, so let's just stick with the way it is. So.
All right, guys, can we just say, as a team that's already been on radio, what you've got now is infighting? Can you just step that out?
What we're going to do right now, guys, is we've developed a bit of an opener for you. We'd love everybody to get more of a taste. Then we can send this on to Grumpy Dave to see whether you guys can be put together and be the next hit show. Kero, you're the lead man, so as the intro finishes, obviously you'll pick it up, pick a topic, run with it. Good luck, everyone.
It's our new favourite show.
Cool.
It started with a dream. 20 years in the making. Now, it's just a bunch of mates having a laugh. Time to let her rip. Kero, Stace and Trev, it's over to you.
Hey, you're listening to the Kero, Stace and Trev show, where you do the miles and we'll bring the smile. And
that's it.
Hey, listen, Trev, I actually, yesterday, I kind of thought to myself, I was walking through the supermarket and you know those food samplers?
I know them, yeah.
Do you ever have that awkward moment where you just walk up there and you just kind of feel you have to hang around because they're expecting you to buy, but you never have any intention of buying any of the stuff?
Yeah, well, what's important is you're always making sure that it's a product that you want to eat, otherwise I'm straight past because, you know, there's nothing worse than eating it than feeling ill.
Straight to the Chicos and the wild raspberries?
Straight to the Chicos and wild raspberries, straight up the aisle, straight to the good stuff.
That's cool.
Stace?
Hey,
coming up next, a song from Stace about food samplers.
Yeah. Well, why don't you lead out with something, Stace?
Sure. It won't be a minute. I'll just form up the vocal cords here. Me.
Awesome.
Guys, it's always about her, isn't it? It's always me. It's not us.
Yeah, that's right, Trev. That's right.
Okay, well, if we could just jump in here for a second.
No one ever walks up with us.
All right. We have to fade
Jacko
them
and Jax
out.
had to fade them down. Because
they're
the chemistry is actually too good.
Strong. We're going to send that on to Grumpy Dave. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. Today we do the topic of radio, Ham. A radio show only talking about radio for the day.
Ando.
We've just come fresh off a brand new radio show, which is impressive.
Kero, Stace and Trev, weren't they amazing? Yeah. Can I throw to you a saga, a tale of intrigue and mystery? This is a radio saga, and it happened on a station you might know.
Okay, which one?
This one.
Wow.
This is about our show.
Okay.
Tricked you with a big lead-in. It's the tale of Squinty Bones.
Oh, Squinty Bones. Okay.
Now, we've heard from Squinty Bones on this show before.
We should point out that Squinty Bones often emails this program.
It's a guy that's emailed before. Probably the most famous instance was recently, if anyone was listening to the Busking show.
Yep.
He emailed in, and he is in Chile. He's a podcaster. And he said, I've got a friend that's got a dog that looks a bit like a celebrity. I showed you the dog, Ando. You guessed Richard Gere.
Yes.
Confirming our suspicions that the dog, it was a doppelganger.
Which is amazing. I managed to pick the actor from the
And the eyes
dog.
are phenomenal. It's the eyes nose. It's the bridge of the nose and the eye structure. It's then launched a series of submissions, still open at hamishandandy.com if you'd like to send through a dog that looks like a celebrity.
Just got one of Samuel L. Jackson, actually.
We've got enough Snoop dogs. Can I throw that out there? It's amazing how many dogs actually do look like Snoop.
But Samuel Jackson went up today, just so you know. I think putting a beret on him and the sunglasses did help, but that's fine.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of dress-ups, but that's fine. Yeah, all we need is 12 for the calendar for the end of the year. Anyway, that's Squinty Bones. Then another email comes in from Squinty Bones saying, I think there's been some identity theft. I'm the real Squinty Bones. So I'm going, well, this is weird. You spell your name correct the same way. I have corresponded to you before as Squinty Bones. The guy that wrote in Busking, under Busking with the lookalike dog, that's not Squinty Bones. So I'm sitting here going, hang on, who's Squinty? Something feels out of place.
Yeah.
One of the bones is wrong. One Squinty Bone ain't connected to the next Squinty Bone. We've got a wonky skeleton.
So as I see it, different emails from both. Have you looked further?
Then here's I had to do a bit of digging, which just involved my eyes moving to the right where the actual email address is written rather than the name you write in under. Yeah. And I realized, yes, in fact, we do have different email addresses.
So then I started going, are corresponding with us under the name.
Who's copying who? Who's the real Squinty? Will he please stand up? I track it back to the very first time the name Squinty Bones was referenced on this show. And it is some years ago.
What year?
It would have been 2011 when we started Chums Group, which was our social media networking site to take down Facebook. And it did do that very successfully. Chumba 2,701. So they got in early because I think we've at about 60,000 Chumbas now. Yeah. Chum number 2,701 was Squinty Bones. And then shortly followed by Squinty Linguini. So I don't know if they were mates, but it'd be amazing if both the Squinces were friends. Yeah. That was the first time that Squinty, to my knowledge, had popped up on the show. I think from there, then after that, we had a young man named Andy Woodford took on the moniker of Squinty Bones. Now, he might have been the Squinty from Chubbs Group.
So is he the third person? Or
no, this is then he started emailing in sort of a few years ago as Squinty Bones. Yeah. And he was our only Squinty Bones. Until Doppelgangers happened, and that's a different Squinty Bones. Now the problem,
where's that Squinty Bones?
Problem for Andy, he's only Andy. Yeah. First Squinty Bones is in Brizzy.
Okay, where's the other one?
The other one's from Chile. So we got Queensland Squinty and we got Chile Squinty. Now the problem is Chile Squinty is the most famous because he's got the doppelganger. Yeah. And that's the Squinty Bones we've been talking about.
He's in a dog that looked like Richard Gere.
Queensland Squinty has actually contacted the show many, many times and is written in with some incredible stuff.
But nothing is, you'd say, as good as a dog that looked like Richard Gere.
Unfortunately, no. He hasn't written in with anything as good as that. So what I'm forced with here, Ando, is... Since I've been trying to crack this case all day because it's a radio scandal, who's the real Squinty Bones? I'm forced to decide whether Queensland Squinty or Chile Squinty is the real Squinty Bones.
Who would you like?
Here's what I've had to come down to. I want long and proud the name Andy Woodford to be recognised on this show because he's written in the most as Squincy.
Yep.
But unfortunately, the real Squincy probably has to stay with Chili Squincy because he's the man that we now know and love as the guy that has the doppelganger, which means we've got to give Andy Woodford a new name.
No, I reckon he just remains Andy Woodford.
It's not as catchy as Squinty Bones.
I know, but that's it. And forever, if something's stolen from you, say if an identity is
Trixie
stolen...
Rigatoni?
No.
Andy Woodford will hereby be known as Trixie Rigatoni.
I think, for instance...
he will be to me.
Like the talent of Mr. Ripley, that kind of move, if someone steals your identity,
so if you
will be known as an Andy Woodford.
Long live Andy Woodford. I hope so. He's 26, so he's got plenty of time left. AKA Trixie Rigatoni.
Hello, podcaster. When you get a chance, jump into hamishandandy.com/topics and send us an email. It's how we make this show.
Today the topic is radio, and that's with your correspondence on the topic of radio. That's how this show is built, the People Show, the Happy Hour. Haim, you got one in from a lovely lassie?
Yeah. Happy lassie, or could be a lovely lassie. Lauren, she's written in, she's 16. She says, listen, radio game. So here's a bit of fun on the phones here. And I want to give you a bell as well, Ando, during this. And you ring the bell when the game is complete.
Okay.
But it's a challenge. It's a phone challenge. And again, it's Lauren's idea. We owe it to her as a valued member of the show to give it a crack. Yeah. You guys ring up JB Hi-Fi or similar place and say you bought a PS3 game, but it's not playing. You then reveal you're trying to play it on your DVD player. You bought the game 12 months ago and you don't have your receipt, but you want a full refund. If they argue, you say the customer is always right.
That's it.
They're the rules. Get all that information out and just, I guess, just rustle them up a bit.
Sorry.
Just jazz them, and then you ring the bell, Ando. So you've got to know the rules.
Well, I need to know the rules.
I bought a PlayStation game.
I heard all that.
And I'm trying to play it on a DVD player. I bought it 12 months ago. I don't have a receipt, but I want a refund. Yeah, the assumption is there that they'll say, no, that doesn't fulfill any of the criteria for a refund. And then I say the customer's always right. And once I've done that...
But then what?
Well, then the game's complete.
Okay.
Well, that's the game.
Okay. So we're still playing this, even though... Okay.
Well, I mean, it's just to get in someone's face. That's the aim of the game. I think the aim of the game is just to...
Okay, sure.
You know, just to
well, I think I know the rules.
Just to put a firework under
Can I test my bell?
Yep.
Okay, give us a test. Sure. I'll ring that when I think the game is up.
Yep. And when that's happened, I'll just, I guess I just get off the phone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we've got a number. It's not a JB Hi-Fi, but it's a similar store.
Yeah, sure.
A video store. Mm-hmm. You know what you got to do?
Well, not really, but I guess I just ring the bell when the game's finished, but it seems like the game's finishing before...
The game finishes when I say the customer's always right. That's the sting.
Yeah, but I know
that's when
it seems a bit like a Fred Bassett comic. It needs something else.
And you wish.
Extra sell.
Hello, Leading Edge Video.
Hello there, my name's Ronald. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
That's good.
Good start.
I bought a PlayStation 3 game, but it's not playing. I've been putting it in my DVD player. I bought it 12 months ago. I don't have a receipt, but I would like a full refund.
Okay, you've rang the wrong store, I think.
The customer is always right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, no worries.
No worries, thanks. That was
right,
great.
Bye-bye.
That wasn't that fun. Eat your words, Lee. It's a wonderful game.
Did you think I went too hot on the bell?
That was great. In fact, I'm pretty sure the bell's what made her laugh.
Well,
it's a ripper. Tomorrow, in fact, every day on the show from now on, we're going to do The Customer Is Always Right. It's a new staple segment. That's what today's show was about, finding new
segments.
New standard segments for the show, new benchmarks. Lauren, Whitehouse, you're a genius.
Yes.
You've given us The Customer's Always Right.
And today, Ham, the topic is radio, one topic per day. And thank you for your correspondence, hamishandandy.com/topics. Ham, big part of radio is radio contests.
Sure.
And we asked upstairs, makes it sound like we do this show in a dreary kind of basement type radio.
Yeah, we wandered up the stairs, kicked down the door.
Yeah.
We knew they were at the shops. We ran to a neighbour, said, get help.
We asked who's someone that's won a lot? Do you have someone that is very good at radio contests? They gave
Bizarrely, it is marked. It's monitored.
Yeah.
They've got the details of people.
They gave us one name. Her name is Matilda. She joins us now. Matilda, how are you?
Hey, good, thanks.
Matilda,
you're one of the best.
How does it feel to know that you are amongst the most frequent winners on Australian radio?
Oh, it's amazing.
How many
Great feeling.
contests have you won?
Probably 5 or 6.
Yeah, right. How long have you been trying?
Probably like a year or so.
So that's 5 or 6 in a year. That's impressive, Matilda. Matilda, we love the show Deal or No Deal, where obviously the bank is trying to ask people to stop playing. We thought we'd play our own little version here, the radio station asking you to stop playing because you're winning too much.
Just even up the mix for other people to have a go and get a sniff of the prizes.
We're wondering, what can we offer you for you to stop going into competitions? First of all, the offer is a mystery box. You have to agree to never go in another competition, and we'll send you the mystery box.
But you're guaranteed to win what's in the box.
Ooh, tempting. What's the other offer?
Well, that's the first offer. Are you going to take it or not? There's no other offers at this stage on the table.
Okay, we'll take it.
Oh, yes! It was a coaster.
You've got a coaster.
You've got a happy hour coaster. And you now have to agree never to ever...
Matilda, are you really going to give up entering contests?
Never give up.
Yeah, it did require honesty.
I feel like you really...
Grumpy Dave stopped celebrating outside.
You're going to have to change names and we're a week next time you try and enter. What's the best thing you've won, Matilda?
Oh, she's gone.
Okay. She's got the coaster and she's run. Either that or Grumpy Dave just walked over and yanked out the phone cord because he's sick of her winning stuff. So that's 7 you've got, Matilda.
It is all we've got time for, Ham. We can't bring it back because we've got to go. Thank you for being with us, everybody, on the happy hour today. HamishNetty.com. The podcast is there. You can listen to this show, minus the ads, minus the songs. It's there. There's also an app available. Plenty of topics going up. Thank you very much for being with us.
Have a good one.
That was the Hamish and Andy Show podcast, powered by Amy. Lucky you're with Amy.